Hey everybody, thanks for searching, clicking on us. This is Here for Beer. I am Lee, Polka Dot One.
I'm Jay, the checkered one.
That sounds good. And I think we're gonna
What's today? What are we talking about today, Lee?
I think we're gonna talk about Costco beer, or more specifically, the Kirkland signature brand of craft beers, which we can now find at Costco.
Right. It's Kirkland signature craft beer pack.
Yes, which I hear is seasonal. So sometimes they have different ones there.
Oh, but there's always 4 different tasty varieties.
What are the 4 that we have today or that we'll talk about and discuss?
Well, 3 tasty varieties and a pale ale.
Pale
Pale ale, IPA, blonde, and a brown.
And sometimes they can rotate through and they'll be
Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen.
Or an amber or
Amber.
German lager. I think those are more
yeah,
beer
German
summer
lager.
ones.
Remember that one.
Let's see. So it all depends. But right now, early, I guess winter, beginning of the year, these are the 4 we have, which their brewing follows the German tradition of Reinheitsgebot.
Reinheitsgebot.
What was that?
Reinheitsgebot.
I thought it was Reinheitsgebot.
German purity law. You can only put malts, yeast, water, and hops. Only those 4 ingredients in the current Reinheitsgebot.
And with the craft beer designation, that would be 6 million barrels or less?
Currently 6 million barrels or less. They brew 6 million barrels or less a year. But Kirkland doesn't brew. Costco doesn't brew the beer. It's contract brewed. Which means they find a brewery and say, this is our recipe, brew a beer for us, put our label on it. Lots of people do this. Trader Joe's, if you've had a PBR, they're all craft, they're all contract brewed.
Yes. And, well, for the West Coast, that would be their contract brewer is Hopfen und Mack.
Hopfen und Mack.
On there. But we all know them as Gordon Biersch. So
Gordon
Biersch too.
Can you say? I don't know that. That's in San Jose.
Yeah.
So
lovely, wonderful, horrible San Jose. But on the East Coast,
come on.
But on the East Coast, it's New Yorker Brewing, also
known
as
some beer.
Matt Brewing, Utica, New York. Those are the makers of Saranac, which I actually have not had. But
you like them? You like those beers?
I love them. I really do.
I don't care
because I've never had them. So
I do wonder, I do wonder if the West Coast and East Coast, if there's any flavor differences. Most cases there's not, but I don't know about this case in particular, but most cases there's not because they're very strict about filtering the water and adding minerals back, and so the recipes are exactly the same. But it would be interesting to taste these against each other, East Coast and West Coast.
May have to be a part 2 to this.
Oh.
I'm going to grab some glasses.
I'm already wearing my glasses.
And I'm not.
I call them spectacles, though.
That does make quite the spectacle.
What are you going to be drinking today?
So I'm going to have the blonde and brown.
We drink those. Blonde and brown.
It is what's in the box. That seems like
I'll be drinking the pale ale and the IPA.
Again, one of the four of the 4 that we have. And I can already say that
4 out of 4.
Just already put my personal preferences in there.
Oh, it smells hoppier than I remembered. Well, maybe because I've opened them all.
Maybe that too.
It smells like pellet hops.
But my favorite out of all of these was actually the brown out of the 4. And really, I thought of it because... Thanks for the giggles. I thought of it also because of really comparing it to a lot of the other popular browns or anything out there. I felt like this one was comparable, if not even better, than a lot of the ones that are more mainstream for it. And also my least favorite was actually the blonde, which is why I'm going to try it again.
Your least favorite was the blonde?
My least favorite was the blonde.
My favorite was the IPA, actually. The IPA.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start drinking.
And I thought the brown and the blonde were both pretty good.
Well, what I remembered about the blonde, it actually reminds me again of this, is that it was very crisp. I don't know, maybe it is because all of them are open right now with the aroma. It smells a lot better now, but it didn't have like kind of the lingering flavor that I would really appreciate with, I think, a blonde. What do you think of the pale there?
Pale ale is.
Well, that's no. Yeah, that's pale.
This is the pale ale. You can see it's kind of light amber clear. It's got like a light grass. It's a little bit like a metallic smell and aftertaste to me. It's like a little bit of bread. It's just not a lot of character, not a lot of balance. There's so many good pale ales that this one is just kind of not good.
I think that was my take though on the pale ale too.
That was my technical.
Yeah, not good. That's very technical. And that's the other thing is there are.
I'll save the rest of that for you.
Okay, thank you. But there are a lot of good pale ales out there you can get. But again, my favorite was the brown, where I think it had a good malty flavor to it, nice actual lingering flavor to it that was not too bitter, but still just, I think overall good. Nice sweetness to it all. Good head, good smell. What about the IPA for you?
I like the India Pale Ale. It's a nice medium hoppy, medium malty, medium bitter. Nice esters.
Medium bitter, yes.
Clean and dry.
I expected it to be one of those IPA with the bitterness kind of fails.
And I don't think Gordon Biersch's IPAs are that good, so this is kind of a testament to contract brewing.
That's correct. I don't remember the Gordon Biersch IPA very well. I usually get my favorite
really
Märzen to it.
Märzen. This is very floral, pineapple, grapefruit, but as I've said before, Chinook I'm a sucker for, so...
But I mean, overall, like, with this, I think we could say that Costco beer pack, I mean, it's nothing to frown upon them. You know, it's good, not just because of the price, but the flavors overall. It's comparable to what you can get for these.
They've done blind taste tests with Costco wine, which actually also has some pretty good values. And they've rated consistently higher than when the wine is served with the label. And I think the same thing would happen with these. I think a lot of people would frown upon it because they see it's Costco beer. But if you're having a party and you need a lot of good beer that's pretty good priced, I think this is a good way to go.
I think that there would be. I mean,
speaking of price, what is this? What did this cost you?
$19.99, I believe, which I think
for the 24
for the 24 pack, which should break down to about 75 cents per bottle.
Wow, you're good at, you know a lot about Costco.
Well, luckily it's written back there, so I can make sure I don't get the numbers wrong.
Yeah, our computer did the math.
That's right. Well, I mean, and then if you compare it to something that's popular right now, something else that someone will show up at a party with a giant 24 pack.
24 pack of Shot Top sampler.
What does that break down to per
That
bottle?
lists for $31.50, so it's like a third more. More than a third more. It's like $1.30 a bottle.
Yeah, and we can even think
75 cents compared to $1.30. I'd rather have 2 Costco beers than 1 Shock Top.
Yes, and I think we did the price breakdown for Shock Top in comparison to a Costco competitor, right? Didn't we use the Sam's Club pricing for Shock Top? No,
we did not.
Okay, well, we did.
It was Total Wine.
The computer did not, yes, for Total. But either way, we've also seen that Sam's Club doesn't have its own label, its own white label type of beer. And even the price breakdown compared to what would be like a discounted Sam Adams or something you would get there from Sam's Club.
While we're getting in the weeds here, let's talk a little bit about buying beer at Costco. Some pro tips.
What pro tips might you have?
I took a picture of the label. Lee's gonna put this in now. If you look at a label, you'll see the first thing you might find is an asterisk in the top corner. That says that they're not going to have the beer again. This is your last chance to get it. Another thing to look for is the price. Everything at Costco ends in 99. If it says it ends in 97 or even less, that means it's been discounted. And a lot of times it's at cost or below cost at that point. So it's a good chance to, try some beers for a lower price than you might find anywhere else.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I
love that pale ale.
Oh, I love it. But
it's not bad either, really. I mean,
it's not bad. I think for me it was like, you had it down to earth, there's Sierra and stuff near there, so it has that family to compare it to. So, but there's not so many browns out there.
We're on the West Coast too, where it's like hop heavy.
Right. But I mean, again, Costco beers, I think this is a good purchase. The flavor, again, is very good for the craft beer pack, not unlike the Costco light beer Bud imitation thing they have, which...
I've heard that is pretty bad.
I've not had it either, but it's damn cheap. But
And I want to try it, but I don't want to buy a giant pack of it, like a lot of things at Costco.
because that's what I was going to say. Yes, we'd probably buy it again, but luckily it's Costco, so we have a lot less, and we don't need to buy it. Or we have a lot left. We don't need to buy it again because we still have a lot. And I think that's the Costco pack broken down well for everybody.
Good job with the Costco pack.
You know a lot about Costco.
You know a lot about Costco. I do know a lot about
You
Costco.
do. I know that I don't want to be there on a weekend with people with carts getting samples. But anyways,
Unless the samples are beer.
that would be nice. I'd line up for that one too. But to wrap it all up, I'm Lee again.
I'm Jay.
Again.
Checkered Jay.
Checkered J. And this is Here for Beer. So thanks for reviewing and leave any comments at the bottom and subscribe if you can.
Support your local brewery or your local contract brewery. Oh,
Prost.